Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here just to bring up some problems that I have with the ending of the Ajin Demi-Human manga that I know I already just talked about it in my review for chapter 86 of the Ajin Demi-Human manga, but I still kind of want to just delve right into more of it here because, yeah, there are some problems definitely, especially with the whole Sato being frozen, just kept in this like frozen state. I'll just call it that. Yeah, he just kept in this frozen state inside of this pod for like the next whatever 100 years or so, like for like centuries among centuries. Basically, is how long Sato's gonna be trapped inside of this frozen pod or whatever it's supposed to be called. I don't know. It's just something to contain him. I mean, Sato is both neither dead or alive. He's just kept in this state, and he's just there, and he's just going to remain there until I guess someone removes him from that spot or I mean, I don't think anyone's going to remove him from that spot. I think Sato's just going to remain there just for the rest of his time, for like just like I just said, for centuries among centuries. Sato has pretty much just frozen in age. Like he will not age while he's inside this frozen pod. He will just stay there, and it's just he just won't age. It's pretty much what I'm just trying to say. He will exist until centuries among centuries, until that facility just no longer functions anymore, and I guess it will just be free, just like how I just said in like my review for chapter 86, just like how in like in Fallout 4, where the main character in that game was like frozen for like over 200 years. Interestingly enough, that's exactly what the man said in chapter 86. That like Sato will be just trapped inside of this. Well, yeah, he didn't say trapped. It's just like this whole facility will function until the next 200 years, even so on. And then yeah, the main character from Fallout 4 was within that frozen pod himself like 200 years straight, and then he was eventually released from that. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. The whole 200 years thing was just mentioned there. Maybe I don't know, maybe Sakurai's like a fan of Fallout 4. He's probably been playing it a lot. He's just like, oh yeah, I'll just do that whole frozen pod thing. Maybe I'll just put Sato in there. Maybe there'll be a sequel series to like the next 100 years that will be in this sort of like post-apocalyptic world or whatever, where IBMs have just like for some reason rain like all around the world, just like destroyed everything, and the world just like a complete mess, and Sato just like basically woke up in this new world or whatever. I don't know what we can talk about there, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just bringing up some ideas where Sato could even like be going after this, like for like the next century. He's gonna be trapped inside that pod, frozen pod. Yeah, that's just one of my problems I have with this, with the ending of the manga. Just Sato just staying there, and then that's just it for the most part. Just at the end of his story. We don't even know where he was planning to go to once he was gonna, return back to that Saitama helicopter, where he was planning to escape from Japan into some other country, from somewhere else on the world. I don't know where Sato was going. We'll never know. Like we're never gonna know his next plans. What was it gonna be? Like, did he just want Kei to stop him? Like why didn't he just like race all the way to the helicopter as quickly as possible? Why did he just let Kei beat him like that? I mean, it sounds like Sato to me, so I don't know. So something weird is going on here, but I guess we'll never know because the Ajin manga has ended for some reason, which I'm still really upset about that. I mean, it should not have ended. It really shouldn't. I mean, there are still so many loose ends that are yet to be tied. Just for example, where is Shinya Nakamura at? Why hasn't Kaito met up with the other members of the main cast? For example, Ko, Izumi, Tanaka, Reiji. Yeah, he's never met any of those characters. Even Tosaki. Yeah, none of them. He's only met just Kei Nagai, and that was his childhood friend, which he's known since childhood, like I just said. And he's also met like Takashi Kotobuki, but Takashi isn't even like really a main character at all. He's only appeared in like 4 chapters, I believe, in the entirety of the manga. So yeah, Takashi's not really a main character. He's just like some sort of reoccurring character. I mean, Kaito isn't even main as well. He was main at like the beginning of the manga, like around there. Then he just left. We haven't seen him for a while. He returned in like chapter 27, chapter 30, or somewhere around there. And then he left again. He appeared again. He was kind of like more reoccurring than Takashi was, but yeah, he still appeared from time to time. And then yeah, Kaito, he reappeared at the the final chapter of the manga. It was revealed that yeah, he did survive being like shot in the back of his nape by Sato, and then Kei brought him down into this he brought there was like this hatch that was like near like the site of where Kai was like shot in his nape, where of course Kei was shot at the same time there, and then the whole flood thing happened, and then like the threshold came with the flood, which saved Kaito's life by healing all of his wounds, because of course Kei really cares deeply about Kaito. They were both childhood friends, so yeah, that would happen right there. The whole threshold, thing right there. Same thing how Shinya and Yusuke were childhood friends. They know each other very much. They cared for each other. So the threshold thing happened there. Just like the same exact scenario happened with Shinya and Yusuke. Same thing with Kei and Kaito. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing there. I mean, they're both childhood friends. They both have known each other for so long. One of them is an Ajin, the other one is a human. Yeah, just the whole thing there with that. Let's see. Yeah, so Kaito, he's brought down into his hatch. He was kept there for the rest of his time until we saw him again in chapter 86. Yeah, his wound was all healed. Of course, Kei managed to, I guess, revive him with this whole CPR thing, but I don't think, yeah, that's not exactly what happened there. He wasn't just revived with that. I mean, the whole threshold thing did save his life. It had more of an impact on him than the whole stupid CPR thing that Kei did. I mean, that didn't really have much of an impact at all. You just have to give it some time for Kaito to be able to just come back to us, because he was just shot in the back of his neck. So much blood just exploded out of his mouth because of that shot he got from his nape. And then of course, the whole threshold phenomenon, it took time to, I guess, heal the rest of his body, for his body just function once again, because it was just shot down right in his nape. So yeah, that's what happened here. It just took time for Kaito to come back, and eventually he did. He came to, and eventually I suppose he went back to juvenile hall for some reason, and then eventually he was released from there because he served his time, and Kaito decided to get a job, I guess, afterwards, and I guess Takashi also just remained at juvenile hall. He didn't want to go anywhere else, really. He had nowhere to go, so he just remained there, I guess. And Kaito was free to go to work and not meet Kai again, and not meet Kei again. Sorry, yeah. Because mostly he doesn't even know where Kei is, so where is Kai gonna go? He has no idea where Kei is. Kei is gonna start his own life. Kei is going to become the doctor he's always wanted to be. So yeah, I guess everything really hasn't gone back to the way it was, to the life that Kei once recognized. Where he was with his friends, going to school. Sometimes he goes and sees his little sister at the was it the Enoiki General Hospital, that hospital place where Erica was staying at, to, I guess, recuperate from sort of disease she had. I don't know, her disease was never revealed still, for some reason. Even at the end of the manga, it was still never revealed. So I don't know what kind of disease she had. I don't know what kind of disease Kei was trying to I guess cure for her, because we don't know what it is. We never found out. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to solve this uncurable disease that Erica has. Okay, Kei, what is it? You're not gonna tell us? Seriously? Yeah, so Kei, I guess, yeah, he's still going to become a doctor. That's what he said at the end of chapter 86. Miko's so Kei, what are you going to do afterwards? And then, well, I'm going to still become a doctor. Of course, Ko was surprised, what? Seriously? You're still going to do that? The whole thing, really? Miko's yeah, why wouldn't I? That's my whole dream right there. I want to become a doctor, and I'm going to do that, so... Of course, Kei, he is no longer referred to as Kei Nagai anymore. Same thing with Ko. Yeah, they both have their identities changed by Tosaki, which some people say Tosaki is dead at this point in time, but that has still never been confirmed. I mean, as long as I've never seen Tosaki actually dead myself. I mean, I want to see Tosaki's corpse. If I see his corpse, then I'll just believe he's dead. Okay, I'll just confirm that. Yeah, Tosaki is dead. Everybody, we'll just say he's dead, and that's it. I won't just say maybe he's still alive or dead, and yeah, if I see his corpse, then yeah, he is dead. But I don't know. I mean, Tosaki, we just don't know if he's alive or dead. I mean, I don't care what everyone else thinks. I mean, I just need to see him myself, okay? Then I'll believe if he is alive or dead, and whatever, I'll believe it, okay? I just need to see him. That's what I'm trying to tell all of you. But yeah, of course that happened with that. I mean, Kei just left, and then we don't see him. We just don't see where he goes. I suppose, yeah, I mean, of course he says he's going to become a doctor, but so I guess he goes back to college. He enrolls in college somehow, and then he just stays there, just works hard, and then doesn't talk to anybody, just minds his own business, just so he can become a doctor. And then that's it for the most part, and then probably Kaito will never see Kei again, because mostly Kei just changes his name, so Kaito won't know where to find them. It's kind of really depressing when you think about Kai. That was his only friend he's ever had. Kei. I mean, he has some other friends during we saw his backstory in chapter 69. We saw that he had other delinquent friends his age, but then I don't know. I guess he doesn't talk to any of them anymore. He's just on his own now, and yeah, I don't know. He just went to go and save Kei really recklessly, and then got himself inside of juvenile hall, and then yeah. He was like released there eventually, and we don't see him ever again. He just walks away, says he's gonna go to work, and then that's it. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine, but at least show us like where he's gonna go to work. I mean, what kind of job he's gonna do, because we don't know much about like what Kaito did like afterwards, like, or even before that at all. Like, what kind of job did Kaito have? I mean, Kaito was 17 during the beginning of the manga, so was he working at all? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know really what kind of job does Kaito even know how to do. Like, we just don't know much about that stuff, sort of stuff there. I mean, yeah, I'm going to do some work Takashi, okay? That's what I'm going to do after I just leave prison, after I'm just giving my freedom back. And then I guess maybe I'll look for Kei, but nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, Kei is really important to Kaito, but he's just going to just be getting a job and that's it. He's not going to be doing anything else. He's not interested in doing anything else, to be honest with you, but yeah, never mind Kaito. I think we talked enough about him. Let's just talk about Shinya now. Yeah, Shinya, he is just... We don't see him after... Like, he is like the first Ajin we've ever seen in the entirety of the manga. In like the pilot chapter, yeah, we don't ever see him ever again after the pilot chapter. Like, he just gets in this taxi and just drives off, and then we don't see him ever again. At least we get to see Yusuke. Yusuke was shipped off to Maryland, USA, so he can be experimented on upon like by Dr. Smith. Yeah, that's where Yusuke is, just in Maryland, USA. Like Dr. Smith is trying to figure out like how like this threshold phenomenon was able to save Yusuke's life, like how was it able to like, you know, heal up all of Yusuke's wounds, and that maybe this whole threshold thing can give us like some sort of clue on how demi-humans are born. Like, that's what he says. He wants to figure that out for himself, but I don't know, so far I guess he has no leads, or maybe he does, he just never reveals it to us. I'm pretty sure Ikuya knows, but yeah, I mean, that's one good thing at least. Like, Ikuya is still alive. We got confirmation in this chapter. Yeah, he's still good. He just returned back to Maryland, USA afterwards, I guess a couple months afterwards or whatever. And then yeah, he was just there talking to Jun Suzuki, the first publicly discovered Ajin in Japan, as well as the first female Ajin discovered in Japan, because yeah, she was the only one. And then we see Jim there as well. I mean, it's nice that he got his reappearance. I mean, we got to see him again, but we just don't know much about Jim, other than the fact that he like to smoke cigarettes a lot, similar to Ikuya does, and he complains about like Americans, like, he losing their American spirit because he went to like this gas station or wherever to buy some cigarettes, and then like, see, Jim has his own special brand of cigarettes that he enjoys smoking a lot. He asked the cashier, like, hey, do you have this special type of cigarette? Like, no, I don't, but aren't all cigarettes like the same? But like, what, seriously? Yeah, and that's what he says. Seriously, dude, America, they're losing their American spirit, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just... I can't believe this shit. Yeah, so of course Jim, he goes to take like some sort of like, I guess, a dump, but then he goes back to his bed to sleep, and then we don't see him afterwards until chapter 86. Yeah, and then of course another character that we haven't seen. Yeah, here's another problem that I don't like: Masumi Okuyama. Like, yeah, the entire fan base of Ajin Demi-Human loves Okuyama. They're really interested in him. They find it very interesting, mostly because of that. And yet, we don't see him after, like, he just departs from the story. I forgot what chapter exactly he departs, but yeah, we just don't see him afterwards. He doesn't return in chapter 86. We don't even see him what he was up to at all in chapter 86. I mean, of course he's still alive because he's a demi-human. He's not ever gonna die or anything. He's still good somewhere. We just don't know where he is. We don't know if he's hiding somewhere in the forest with Shinya, maybe. I mean, that's what I thought too. I thought, like, okay, maybe Shinya is like hiding in the forest somewhere away from the Japanese government, where he could be safe at, I guess, with Okuyama. But I don't know if those two ever met each other, or even where Okuyama. Maybe Okuyama just left the country, just doing his own thing somewhere else, and he just went back home. Maybe he's not even from... I mean, he is from Japan. I mean, his name is like... He's got a Japanese name, so he must be from Japan. I mean, of course, right? Yeah, so... Yeah, he just went into hiding somewhere around Japan. And then maybe he flew somewhere else where he could just be safe, just far away from Japan. I don't know. I don't know where Okuyama is going. He didn't tell us anything at all. He just tells us, like, maybe he went and changed his identity because, yeah, I mean, we do see him, like, destroy all of his, like, you know, identity stuff, like his credentials or just everything. Basically, he deleted everything off his computer just so he could start a new life somewhere else, and we don't see him ever again. Yeah, that's another problem that I really don't like, that we didn't get confirmation on, like, until at the end of the manga. We just got nothing from Okuyama at all. I mean, well, at least we got to see Takahashi. He was still in like some of his like prison cell, just spooking the people, trying to bring him food, and yeah, with his IBM, like his like whale IBM, we wouldn't know. like maybe Takahashi gave it like some sort of name itself, like the whale shark IBM, but yeah, we don't get to see its name at all. So, but yeah, Takahashi is just there. His brother is dead. I guess he got over it. That his brother dying. He just got over it. We don't see Himiko Tachibana at the end of the manga as well, which I don't like. Yeah, she's just like, I don't know. She was like built up to be a very important Ajin who created the demi-human control bill. Like, yeah, this was a very important bill that for some reason they like suspended, even though it was supposed to be like an important thing. But I guess because of the fact that like Himiko Tachibana was an Ajin, they had no choice but to like temporarily disable the whole like demi-human control bill for like the time being, and just have her just detained right when they found out she was a demi-human. So yeah, I guess she was regarded as dangerous, so she was just like put away for like the rest of her time. And yeah, we just don't see her again, so that's another disappointing thing about until like at the end of the manga. And yeah, I think that's all I just wanted to talk about here. I mean, I think I just explained most of my problems. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't explain every single one of my problems. I still have a lot of problems, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like this video will go on for way too long if I just keep on going and going about my problems I have with the ending of the Ajin Demi-Human manga. So I'm just gonna end the video right here. Just comment down in the comment section below if you have anything you want to say about. Did you have any problems with the ending of the Ajin Demi-Human manga? Just let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.